Now let's look at handling multiple variables at once in a means procedure. So suppose I wanted to run the proc mean statement on both variables income and age. Again, this is a medical data set. Those are two numeric variables. And I'm going to get the options mean and standard deviation. Those are the only two things I'm interested in. So I can have this output data set. This is the name of the data set, new 2, and then I can call the means for these x bar 1 and x bar 2, standard deviation 1 and standard deviation 2. Now note that these two means and standard deviations are going to be one for each of these two variables. So I put some labels down here so you can see what's going on. X bar 1, this first, whatever you call it, you can call it A, B, X, Y, happy, sad, but it's going to be labeled the income mean because it's the mean of this first variable, income. X bar 2 will be the second thing listed, age mean. Similarly, STD1 is the standard deviation for income, and so on and so forth, STD2 for age. So when I run this, you can see what's going on. Here's the original means procedure. I had income and age, and their means and standard deviations, and then we got the mean for income down here in that first mean variable. Now, the point of getting these output data sets is to be able to do some sort of statistics with it. Here's just a basic one where I'm going to find some z-scores for the observations. That's all I'm doing. So first I bring in set income ed. That's my original data set from way back when. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is bring in this new 2 data set that I just created with the means and the sample means and the sample standard deviations. But the way I'm going to do that is say if n equals 1, then I'm going to merge. You can also say set right here. It doesn't matter whether you say merge or set. It ends up doing the same thing. The reason I'm going to do that is if I don't say that, if I just say something like set income ed, set new 2, then I end up with only one observation in the data set, and that's not what I wanted. What I wanted was the entire data set, and I wanted the x bars and the standard deviations to go all the way across, all the way down the data set, so that they print out in the entire data set. So look at this. See what happened? I brought in the x bar 1 and the x bar 2, the means for the ages, and this was the income variable, and I put it in the entire data set, so I made this big old copy of it. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. And then you can do other math with it. For example, I created this z-score